Hey y'all, Simone here. Hope you guys are having a great start of your week. I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I've been seeing a lot of people have trouble with. We're in this season of change, in this season of opportunities. So much is happening, so much is going on. And for many of you, this has meant you've had to do one of two things, maybe some others too, but mainly it's what you were doing isn't working anymore. So you had to completely pivot your business. So if you're in the event space or a summit or any sort of space that relies on a lot of people coming together, that's probably where you are. And you really had to think about, what can I do with what I got already so that I can win in this new time. So for some people, that's meant going online. For some people, that's meant adding another arm, another extension to their business. And so that could be one place where you're at. Or you had to slow down and pause in the last few weeks and really look at your business model and tighten it up. So for a lot of you, that meant kind of going back to the basics and making sure that your foundation is right, making sure your team is right, making sure your leadership is right. So when things are turning around, when things are opening again, you can really hit it hard. And for a lot of you, that's also meant you may have added something to your existing business model that is now even stronger. So a lot of and then of course there's those of you who just completely took this as a season of opportunity and your business got stronger no matter what, and you just hit it hard and are doing really well through this. So all of these scenarios, really, what's really important right now is strengthening your flex skills. So in general, flex skills are something that people talk about, like I'm a Myers-Briggs practitioner. So in Myers-Briggs, that means it's what you do to compensate for a skill that's not inherent to you. Like if you're an introvert, you have to learn how to be with other people. So you're flexing that skill of being out amongst people. So flex skills are really important because it helps you bridge the gap. So right now we've been having to do, for a lot of people, they've been having to do a lot of bridging of the gap. And flexibility right now is really one of the biggest, most important things to keep an eye on. So we can't, since there's so much uncertainty, so much ambiguity, and nobody really knows how anything is going to turn out, really important to stay flexible and keep your eye on the ball. Really, really important. Keep your eye on the ball and then be creative and make sure that you pick up all the things along the way that you need to make things even stronger and optimize. So maybe you pivoted and you're staying pivoted, or you're optimizing and flexing. Now, for a lot of you, you came into this year, I can't say how many times I heard this, where you felt like 2020 was going to be your best year ever and you were setting up for success, and there may be some feelings of loss and regret and resistance to having lost all this progress that you made or that you thought you made. So you've had to let go of a lot of expectations. So if you are one of those people, I just want to make sure you hear this. Like hanging on to what was is going to be your biggest bottleneck. So for almost everybody, it is really important to fast forward and go, okay, what was, it's not useful to us anymore. I'm being called to a higher level of responsibility. And now that you know what was not working before, like when you kind of go backwards and you go, okay, so in the old days, things were working okay. What was not working? What do I know now? What wasn't working that I don't want to bring forward? So you've lost the progress you made, and you also need to make sure that you look at what wasn't working then so you're not bringing it forward with you. Massively, massively important. Because this is the deal. You're getting to start fresh. This is your new day where you get to start fresh and make sure that you optimize what you're doing. And there's really no excuses or no reasons for why not to do it. So right now, everything is still going slowly. So make sure that you're really doing that 2020 thing, looking back, and really look at your business and go, okay, what do I need to improve? What do I need to optimize? Where were we getting caught before? Where did we have slowdowns? What was in our way so we could really grow to that next level of responsibility in business? And for some of you, that's something you've never done before, and it's still uncomfortable to do it. So I really want to encourage you to do that. So no matter what situation you're in, though, and I've been talking a lot about this in these last few weeks, it's going back and basically redefining your vision going forward. Because you have a team, you have a lot of people who are relying on you for clarity so that they can feel like they're doing the best job they can to help you grow your vision or drive your vision. So with all the changes, with all these things that have been happening, it's really important for everybody to be kept in the loop. And that's your job. Your job is clarity and focus. It's your own clarity and focus, and it's helping them to have the clarity and focus they need so they can really do a good job for you. And when you ask people about job satisfaction, that's one of the biggest complaints or reasons you're going to get. I have lots of clarity, I have lots of focus, and I can really make a difference. I can deliver impact, or things are different every day. The CEO is changing his mind every other day. It feels like a wild rabbit chase. I feel like I'm trying to do the best I can, but every day it's going to be something different, and this is really difficult. And that's how you're going to lose people. So coming back to the core and redefining the core is one of the most important things you can do right now. Whether you're in that place of pivoting and you have to completely define it all new because this is all fresh and new, or you're just getting going again and you're optimizing and flexing. So optimizing what you already had, and you're flexing anything that you've learned coming to this place in the last couple of months that will help you strengthen and make better what you already had. So massively important that you take advantage of those two opportunities, optimize and strengthen. So when you define that vision for people, when you give them that story, that explanation, that reason for engaging with you, that blueprint of how they're making an impact with you that they can absolutely buy into, hey Jean, that is one of those things that makes the difference between people giving their all for you, giving 150%, or people just, coming in for their paycheck and doing the bare minimum and going home the second they can. So bring them along with you. Make sure that you keep defining that vision. And here's the truth. So I want to tell you about one of my clients who came in, and he has a great business. Brick and mortar business was going fine. Not like amazing, but was going fine. He was making enough profit, paying his people, has a great team. So a lot of good elements. And the gift he got through this season of opportunity right now is that he got to look at pivoting and bringing in an online offer, because he couldn't bring his thing to the people couldn't come to him. So he had to bring his thing to the people. And so he got this opportunity, this gift to do that. So he's developing a really strong online offer that allows him more profitability than he's ever had before. So incredible opportunity. However, this is the scary and the dangerous part. He already has a business that's working well. And right now the temptation to just go after the shiny objects and go run full speed with his new thing is really, really strong, when his business, his existing business and his team needs him to, yes, do some of that, but at the same time really look at what he already has, which is great, and to optimize that. Some of that he can take the knowledge that he's just gained from developing this pivot product and taking some of that knowledge and implementing it into what he already has, hey Rick, to make it even stronger. So he can actually increase his profitability for his existing product, and he can increase his team performance for the existing product and make that whole thing a lot more profitable and stronger than it ever was. So immediately his revenue goes up, his profitability goes up, his team performance goes up, his engagement goes up, all those things. So that is an incredible opportunity right there that he can, so it's kind of like you have to track it. Do that at the same time as developing the new product, which is a lot. But if you don't want to throw all your progress that you already made on the existing thing out of the window, you want to do that. So you have to split focus for a while and really go with, you know, I have a thing that's strong, I can make it stronger. I got to make sure that I redefine my vision and bring my people with you so they can help me do this. So it's not just me, and they don't get frustrated and leave, and because they don't understand anymore what the heck you're doing. And then you can just, the other focus is driving this new thing that might need a few iterations. Anytime you do something new, most of the time, it's not just going to go amazing out the door. I mean, hopefully it will, but most of the time it needs a little tweaking. So we want to make sure we strengthen the foundation and innovate and refresh and make new. And the really awesome opportunity with this, what is so exciting is really looking at what am I learning for what's existing from this new thing, so I can explore how flexible we are here, explore how far we can take this, and take the information from this new thing and really improve the old thing, if that makes sense. So really important, y'all. I mean, that like not having a vision and not being a successful thing, that doesn't work. Goes back to the Bible. I think it said something about when you don't give people a vision, they'll perish, and that is still true to the day. So make sure that you're very clear, that you have clarity and focus, that you bring the clarity and focus to anybody who's on your team so they can do a good job. So this really leaves you to expand your expectation, to really get to this new level of responsibility and business. It is the most amazing time right now to expand what you believe in, what you believe you can do. So expanding yourself as a leader, expanding and tightening up your product, and making sure that your team gets all the knowledge and the training from you that they need to be a really good team for you is more important than ever. So expand your expectations to include what you did not plan for, as always, and then make the space to do it all better than you ever have before. So right now when things are still slow, make sure you go back and strengthen that foundation. Make sure that you take care of the P's and Q's. If you don't have that clarity and that focus for people, they will leave. They will not do the best job for you. If you cannot deliver an operational plan for them that they can follow step by step, that everybody understands, that everybody participates in, that everybody delivers their information to, so the information goes up and down the ladder, you're already missing so much. And if you can't be the leader that brings the clarity and focus to them, that helps them grow in their roles, then you're missing so much again. So to sum it all up, if you have pivoted, make sure that you are focused and that you're clear and that you're bringing this to everybody and that it all makes sense, that you're not just grasping at straws and trying something that's not really going to strengthen you as a company where you are. And if you are going back forward with your old business model, make sure that you're flexing and strengthening that to optimize it so that you can, even while you're driving a new product, that you can really make sure that what you already have is stronger and better than ever. Because that's where you can make the most money the quickest way possible. And you probably already have an existing team who's really relying on you. So make space to do it better and stay flexible with what you're doing and bring clarity and focus with that. So I hope that's making sense. Have a fabulous week, and you can go to bulletproofstartups.com to learn more. You can even register for a call with us there, and I will see you next time.